Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. Today we have two important news that I want to really discuss about in this specific video. First thing first, if you guys are not yet subscribed to this beautiful channel, do keep subscribing because I'm on that way to hit 500 subscribers as soon as possible. We're almost there. We've almost hit 330 subscribers. We're almost there. So keep subscribing, keep liking and keep commenting on all my videos. So without further ado, let's start with this video. Arsenal have made a breaking news by making sure that this person stays at the Arsenal. It is not a player, but it is their manager, Mikel Arteta. Now, Mikel Arteta is someone who's regarded very highly in the footballing world, very highly by many teams like Chelsea, United, or even sometimes Liverpool as well. And some even say that City want to sign Arteta back at Manchester City so that he can take over from Pep, who may or may not stay after 2025. Liverpool, Klopp has already left. They brought in a signing, a manager who's been the second best in their league. But Arteta, being that focal point for almost 4 years at the Arsenal, is almost there in bringing the trophy. Not once, but twice. The last season was the most harsh one because Arsenal have been performing at a very elite level yet have nothing to show for. Unlike United, who have won a trophy in spite of being absolutely horrible in the league. But trophies are the one that speaks volumes about how a manager has progressed. Not always. A team like Arsenal have been in the dust, have been rotting for a while. Only Arsene Wenger is a manager who could bring out something out of a team with nothing, to bring them into the Champions League, to make sure that they are something. It's almost like best out of waste. But let's not be so harsh on the players as well, because the board was not yet completely owned by the Kroenke family. Once the Kroenkes have taken over, they have managed to make sure that Arteta is the main man because he's very dynamic, he's very highly regarded by Pep as well. A person who works with Pep is always highly regarded because Pep always chooses the best out of the best. Kompany has even turned to be the manager of Bayern. Who would have thought, right? Kompany, from being that manager who's been relegated with Burnley and suddenly making the upgrade all the way to Bayern Munich. But again, let's talk about Arteta. Now, Arteta is a manager that Arsenal needs more than you ever think, because Arteta, being the manager of Arsenal, brings in a lot more things. One, the system stays. Second, it brings a lot more dynamic into the team because he keeps learning every season. 2 seasons back, with the signing of Jesus and Zinchenko, has transformed our team drastically, probably put us in the title contention 2 seasons early. And this season we've been much more consistent, much more sustainable in the way we play. Why? Because he's been changing as well and been very dynamic with the way he even manages the team. And this season, with him bringing a potential striker, a potential winger, with having probably a kitty of 200 million again to spend in this window, I have all my trust in Arteta, and I hope all you guys have trust in Arteta as well. Second thing, Arteta being at Arsenal is one of the main reasons why many players want to sign for the Arsenal. The changes that have been brought to the Arsenal, the dynamism in the team, the flair, the style, everything has been brought by Arteta. So if a player wants to sign for Arsenal, a special knock comes with Arteta being as the manager of Arsenal. Same thing has happened with Liverpool. The kind of wages that Liverpool give doesn't happen if Klopp is not their manager. City, another reason why many players want to go to City of all teams, in spite of having very vague or very dull history by many, what many say. But with Pep being the manager of Manchester City, many players want to go and play for Pep Guardiola. Same thing is happening at the Arsenal with Arteta being the manager of Arsenal. Now, speaking about players that could potentially sign for the Arsenal is someone whose news has been broken out a few minutes back. It is Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko, a player that I've thought was not the best suited for Arsenal, because I thought Gyökeres was the player for Arsenal. I made an entire video about it. I will link it here. So do look at that video, because why I feel Gyökeres could have been the perfect signing for Arsenal, but many things have changed since then. Havertz has been the best performing Arsenal striker in that team. Second, Gyökeres's release clause or his fee has gone all the way up to 100 million, which is absolutely insane for a player who we think could be a rotational player to Havertz, because Havertz has been so good since this year, or to be very specific, has been so good since we've played Liverpool in the FA Cup, because since then he's been playing in that position, has brought in so many good numbers, has been so good for Arsenal in the run-in as well. It's been scoring in March, in April, in May as well. But we always need a second option there, which was the reason why I think Arsenal need to spend a good amount of money there, but for a player who's a prospect and not someone who for sure is established, because an established player wouldn't want to be on the bench to rotate with Havertz. Which is why I feel Benjamin Sesko, for a fee of 45 million, what has been reported by a reporter for Mirror, has been reported that 45 million, but again it could be close to 60 million for all I know, which I think is a very good amount of money for Benjamin Sesko. First thing first, I know I've said a reporter for Mirror is not a very reliable source, but from what I've read and from with the friends I've been talking to on Twitter, they've said that John is one of the reliable sources from Mirror, or potentially the only reporter who is reliable in the Mirror. Second thing, Benjamin Sesko, he's about 6 feet 5 inch tall. He's very good aerially. He has a goal and assist of 20 in this season in the Bundesliga for RB Leipzig. In my opinion, he's not started enough games to bring in all those numbers, which is why I feel a fee about 45 to 60 million is perfect. My opinion, I think 50 is a fair amount, but you know what, let's leave the negotiations to the people in the board. We're just fans, we're just going to hope the best for Arsenal, right? Benjamin Sesko, I feel is perfect. Why? Because two things. If you are an Arsenal fan who's very active on Twitter as well, you might know about this profile called Team News and Ticks. Well, he's been very reliable last window. He's broken out many news. He's broken out about Mudryk crying even in the airport, if you guys remember, or if you are active on Twitter or maybe on Instagram as well. Team News and Ticks. Well, he said that Benjamin Sesko is a very pacey player who does not want to be a second fiddle when he's transferring to a new team. Second thing, he may be told to play as a left winger if the situation demands for it. So, if the news is factually correct by John from Mirror, that means he's willing to play as a second fiddle role to Havertz, or sometimes rotate with him to be the main striker, or sometimes even play as a left winger. Now, my only issue with that is that being 6 feet tall as a left winger with pace, I do not know how that system fits, to be honest. Don't take my word when I say the upcoming point. Could Havertz play as a second striker with Sesko as that main striker? Maybe. Sometimes you would need both those profiles, because Havertz as a target man who's been able to get most of the balls, win most of the duels as well, and lay it off to people. I think that could be utilized a lot more with Sesko as the main striker and Havertz as the second striker. I do not know. This is all what ifs and whatnots. The technicians who are watching this video, please let me know in the comment section what you guys think as well. In my opinion, Benjamin Sesko is very good in this window, because spending 100 million for a striker who's not the main striker isn't right. Paying 45 to 60 million in that range is perfect, which allows us to spend a lot more money in a defender, in another midfielder, and a winger that we need, who needs to rotate with Saka, where other options are there, which I will review in another video before the end of the summer window. So that's it, guys. That's it for the video. Do let me know in the comment section what I should do more. I have a bunch of videos lined up as well regarding the Euros, so stay tuned for that. Again, if you guys are not yet subscribed, keep subscribing, keep liking and keep commenting on all my videos, because I will be progressing as you guys keep supporting me in the future. Until then, good morning, good evening and good night wherever you're in the world. Peace.